Hey guys, my name is Aaron Schultz, and I'll be teaching a mock lesson. I'll be doing heat mathematics, that's what we used last year. And the classroom, as you can kind of tell, no desks, nothing going on in here. So I'll be teaching to invisible students, but I'll try to keep the lesson, my teaching style, the way it would be if I had students. And just a disclaimer, I normally don't wear t-shirt, shorts, and sandals in the classroom. Okay, please open up your math books to page 162, 162. Give you a couple seconds to do that. And as you'll see in this lesson, it's on solving equations. You've done this before. This is a review lesson. So what I need you to do, look at number one. Do number one in your notebooks, please. The kids, my students, all had notebooks, and they're just practice notebooks. They would work out problems there. I'd come around and check and see how they're doing with that problem, but they would all have practice notebooks. So at this time, I assigned a problem, just a quick recap, quick review. I would walk around, look over their shoulders, and help them out if they need help as they work in their notebooks. Okay, Claudia, looks good. Good job. Zeke, good job. Allison, yep, balance your equation. Good, right there. Great. Max, awesome, great job. Fernando, do a little bit of work right here. Make sure, again, balance your equation. Do the same thing to both sides. Good, good. Do the inverse. Good, great job. Okay, most of you got number one correct, but I'm still going to do it on the board. What we have, 3W is equal to, 3W minus, missed that one, 5/8, wish I had markers that work, is equal to 1/2. So 3W minus 5/8 is equal to 1/2. What's the first step we need to do in this equation? If it turns off, it's not going to go into sleep mode, is it?
Nope.
Okay. What's the first step we need to do to solve this equation? Yes, Alex. Good. I like putting my line right down the equal sign. That way we know that's where we need to balance the equation. So I need to, what? Good. Isolate my variable. In order to isolate that variable, I need to get rid of whatever is on the same side as that variable. So we've got 3. We've got 5/8, negative 5/8. How do we isolate our variable? Zeke. Yay, you're close. Somebody help him out. Kylie. Good. First, we need to add 5/8. Again, in order to keep it balanced, if we do it on one side, we've got to do it on the other side of the equal sign. So we add. What do you see with adding these two fractions? Right, we need to have a common denominator. What is my common denominator? 1/2 and 5/8. Alex, 8 is correct. Very good. And as you guys know, I need to find my numerator. That's still 5 times 4 times 4. I get 4 up there. Add them up. I get 9/8. What does that refer to? Good. An improper fraction. Why is it an improper fraction? Quick review. Fernando. Right, because it's the top number, the numerator, is smaller or is bigger than the bottom number. So now we have 3W is equal to 9/8. We can leave it as an improper fraction, or we can turn it into a mixed number. We'll just leave it for now. What next? What's my next step? Claudia? replace my variable, get the W all by itself, and in order to do that, I need to get rid of the 3. Now, 3W means what in math? What does that mean? Claudia again. Good, that's 3W. It's 3 times W. So in order to get rid of that 3, I need to do the opposite. So I need to divide. Because division is essentially the opposite of multiplication. So I divide by 3, and what do I need to do? Good, I need to balance it. So I need to divide that side by 3 too. And when you divide 3 by 3, that cancels out, so now I'm left with W. That's what I'm looking for. W is equal to 9 over 8 divided by 3. As you guys know, when you divide fractions, we need to do the reciprocal to get 1 over 3. 9 over 8, whoops, times 1 over 3. Multiply straight across. Remember, we don't need common denominators when we multiply or divide. So multiply straight across, and you should get 9 over 24. Are we done? No, we are not done. Why aren't we done? Tell me why we aren't done. Someone please help me with this one. Allison, thank you. What's wrong with it? It can be reduced. Very good. What can it be reduced by? What is my GCF, my greatest common factor? Very good. 3. So I'm going to reduce by 3, reduce by 3. I end up with 3 over 8, and that is my answer. W is equal to 3 over 8. And if we were to plug that back into the equation would balance out. Great job. So, now what I want you guys to do, please do number 2 in your math notebooks. I will come around and check your work and see how you're doing. If you need help, raise your hand, but I will be coming around to check on each of you. Please circle your answer, just so it helps me to spot your answer. But please do number 2, go. I'll give you about a minute and a half to do that. Go ahead. So as the students are working on number 2, I would be coming around and, again, looking over their shoulder and just making sure they're understanding the problem, and anywhere I can help out, anywhere I can redirect them, help them, that's what I would do. And so yeah, that would be a quick intro to the lesson. Once they get that part done, once I feel like they understand the material, then they would get started with the real lesson. One thing we do quite often in class is we work in groups, work in pairs. A lot of times I'll have them, sometimes they can pick a partner, sometimes I'll assign them a partner where they work in groups. And they know, I tell them 80-20, which means 80% of the time you're working on math, 20% of the time you can talk about other things. If I were to be realistic, if I say work on math 100% of the time, it's not always going to happen. So I say, 80% of the time work on math, 20% of the time you can talk about how the Broncos did this past week, and just make sure you're working as you're talking about other things too. But 80% math, 20% Broncos. So, yeah, that's about it. They would be working on their assignments, and I would go to my desk, maybe do a few things, give them time to kind of get a start on their assignments. Then I would come back around, help them out, take questions, and just do that. One thing I also believe in is this assignment that they do today, I would grade it this night so I can get it back to them tomorrow so they can see their grade. I think one thing kids, Katie.
Oh, hello. Sorry.
This is Cannon. He's
Crawling
rolling around on the floor, so we're trying to keep an eye on him. But one thing I believe students need is they need that immediate feedback. If they do an assignment and they don't get it back for another week or two, then how are they supposed to know how they did on that assignment? How are they supposed to know their mistakes, where they messed up? So that's one thing I try to do is they do an assignment today, I grade it tonight, get it back to them tomorrow, and then the next day we would spend maybe 2-3 minutes looking at it, going over their mistakes, and doing that. Sometimes we'll have them grade in class. I think there's a lot to be said for them grading their own papers so they can see the mistakes themselves as they grade it. But that's my assignment. That's math, one of my favorite subjects. I enjoy math. I enjoy social studies and religion. Those have always been my top three, but I'm also developing an interest in literacy too, but mainly math, religion, social studies, and I love PE too. But if you have any questions, Julia, feel free to get in touch with me. Thank you.